Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got a little building lesson for you all. I know some of you have been asking for a lot of building content lately, and ever since I broke from my upload schedule, I should have a lot more time to get to these. So if you like this kind of stuff, then please do subscribe. It helps the channel very, very much. We're getting pretty close to 50,000, which is kind of crazy, but that's besides the point. Let's get into the tutorial. The modern house aesthetic, at least in real life, consists of a lot of like nice, clean 90-degree angles and a lot of rectangular shapes, which is why I would assume so many people try and replicate that style in Minecraft. However, some people get it right, and some people, I'm sorry, Flu, for using you as the example, some people don't get it as well. So here's the thing, right? What I'm going to show you today is a nice little strategy you can use to get yourself started in the world of making modern aesthetic houses. As you can see, I've got a few examples here for you today, and they were all made using the same very simple concept. So we're going to get into that right now. It's pretty straightforward. A really nice way to get yourself a quick modern house is just by taking two rectangular prisms and overlapping them. Now, there's a little bit more to it. When I design my modern houses, I consider you know what, you can kind of look at it this way. If you guys can see, I've got the rectangular prisms that I've used for each of these designs kind of laid out in these green terracotta and green concrete, like big chunks here. I consider the modern house in two pieces when I'm using two rectangular prisms. In the green terracotta and the gray concrete, I've got what I'd like to think of as the house block. That's what I kind of build everything around. For the green concrete block that you can see that is represented by the white concrete in these houses, I like to think of those as a window block. You've got your house block in the black, which just kind of lays out the general shape of your house. But jutting out of it, you've got this window block, which is going to have the bigger windows, and you're going to have a lot more visibility going into the house from them. So you can kind of see here, you've got the house block, which has, you know, it's got like your little workstation over here and your staircase up. Now, this house could exist perfectly fine on its own if it didn't have this white, you know, window block coming out of it. You could just wall it off right here, or you mean right here, and you'd have a perfectly functional house. But adding this extra kind of block coming off the side just so much further kind of just emphasizes that modern aesthetic. This one is a little bit different in that the roles are kind of swapped, you could say, because a lot of the stuff that you've got, you know, that you're actually going to use for your house does exist in this white, supposedly window block colored like area. However, in the black concrete, you've got your bigger windows anyway. So this one's a bit of a special case. However, the rectangular prism rule still very, very much applies. And even without getting into what is the house block and what's the window block or whatever, you can still get a lot of mileage out of this idea, which is what I'm hopefully going to demonstrate today. In my inventory, you can see I have all of the ingredients for making, you know, a decent house. Today, what I'm going to do is pull up random.org, and I've already set up this. So it's going to give me two sets of three numbers, and the numbers are going to be between 5 and 10. And here's the plan for this video. I am going to take the values of each of these sets and treat them like the dimensions for the rectangles I'm going to use for this house. And whether their length, width, or height is not going to be specified, I'm just going to try and work with what I get, and we're going to try and make ourselves a modern house. So let's see what we get. 5 by 6 by 8 and 6 by 9 by 10. I think I already know what I'm gonna do. Also, when I'm done building for this video, I'm gonna put this world up as a download, and you'll be able to get it in the description so you can explore these houses, and I may or may not leave some goodies in the houses for those of you who come explore. It's gonna be Java edition only. Sorry, Bedrock users. I just don't really get into Bedrock that much, but hopefully from this video you can at least take away what I'm, you know, trying to explain here. Okay, so I'm gonna use the first one. I'm gonna use is definitely gonna be the one that's 10 blocks, right? No, we're gonna do the 5 one first. We're gonna kind of use the same formula that we used, sort of like this one, where it's one block going entirely through another. So we got 5 by 6 by 8. So it's definitely gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh gosh. All right, so we've got our first block in place, and this is 5 by 6 by 8. So I'm gonna come from this side, 5, 6, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we've got our, is that 10 or is that 9? Let's go 9, and then we'll go 10 in the other direction. All right, so we've got our blocks, and our house is gonna look a little something like this. And I mean, obviously, you don't have to use gray or black and white concrete. I'm just using that because those are the common choices, and I think, I admit it does look pretty good. So I gotta ask myself, what color do I want to go on, you know, what part? And I think white around this top section, and then the gray down here. So let's make that magic happen. I'm gonna line it up just so everything's consistent because I'm OCD like that. And we're gonna go, yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're gonna notice that I'm cutting a lot of the actual building out of this video purely because I don't want this to serve as a step-by-step guide, but more as a demonstration of a concept that hopefully you guys can learn to use on your own and, you know, make some nice designs with. And now you'll notice that I'm also not really connecting this second rectangular prism with the rest of it. Like, I'm not bridging this gap between the ends of this rectangle purely because it's kind of going to cut through the house. It doesn't make sense. Fill that in, and we're going to fill this in now. All right, so we've got the main shapes for our house in place, and it's just an empty shell. And as you can see, we've preserved the dimensions of these 2 blocks, which is good for the purposes of my demonstration. So my first question is, you know, where's the door gonna be? Because I'm not really a fan of using the actual doors for this kind of aesthetic. I like things being nice and open, as you can tell. I mean, I've got just like a nice open entrance here, and there, and there. So, actually, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna embrace the idea of actually connecting the rectangle sides on the interior just a little bit by adding this wall here. So you come in and this kind of wraps around this way. All right, this is actually really dark and you probably can't see anything. I realized my mistake. Let me put everything in my hotbar real quick. So the entrance to the house is gonna be this kind of corner here. And what I'm also gonna do is open this up for a window. Lovely. All right, so we've got our nice big window and I'm thinking I'm just gonna add to that same window on the other side. Is already a solid start. I mean, yeah, this is pretty nice. I like having a nice clear place for an entrance, and I like the big window here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna want to put stuff right here. Now, something else I don't really enjoy doing is putting stuff right up against a window like this. And we've already got all this space. So I'll tell you what I'll do. This is me taking creative liberties for the interior because, I mean, the guide that I'm presenting to you is for the exterior. You can do whatever you want with the shapes you create. But, I'm gonna drop the floor by a block. All right, so now the first thing I'm noticing about this shape right here, like our house, is that, well, I mean, obviously there's a room for windows, which I'm actually gonna start by putting one right up here, and then one right just over the whole wall. My main gripe is that there's a lot of headroom that's really just not being used at all. So here's my first thought. Let's actually do this. And maybe, just maybe, yeah, here we go. I've got an idea. The main thing I wanted to get across with this video is the idea of using rectangular prisms. So if you really don't want to watch me, you know, do an interior, then thank you for watching up to this point, and I will hopefully see you in a future video. What have we done here? Ooh, okay. I actually really like how that just fits in there. That doesn't suck. Now, first things first, let me get my bedding crafting table. I said crafting table, perfect. All right, so let's go bed here. Nice. Crafting table and stuff there. Like a gray carpet. Nice. Okay. Should I extend this? You know what? We're gonna extend this area so it takes up the whole, you know, space up here. Yeah, that looks way cleaner now that I'm looking at it. All right, so then, you know, this could actually be a much better bedroom. Yeah, this is where the bed's gonna go. No. Yes. Perfect. Bed. I already have one. Put the bed there. All right. And because I have that there, I can extend this carpet a little more, make it a little more cozy. So, what's missing? What's missing? Oh, window, another window. Nice centered window. How's that? Bang. All right, let me see how this looks from the outside real quick. I'll admit the window situation on this wall could be a little better, but I think with everything I've already said, hopefully I've gotten the point across that I'd like to, and that is, once again, get 2 overlapping rectangular prisms, get yourself a modern house. The ladder might be a little bit of a stretch, given that none of the other houses do it, but this balcony out front though, having that second floor for this balcony on top of that middle square, I really, really do enjoy that. Let me just do one more thing, demonstrate one more idea. You guys have probably seen this. However, if you haven't, allow me to be the first to show you. Get yourself an end rod and a smooth quartz slab. All right, so the idea is put that there because it makes it look like a hanging light, but the light's coming from the end rods, but everything still looks very nice and clean. So you've got yourself your modern houses that I've made in advance, and this one that I've just improvised right now with the random dimensions that I've just, generated on random.org. Hopefully this video was a nice, interesting little look into this kind of house design in just kind of demonstrating that, you don't need to do a million right angles to make yourself a nice modern house. It can be very, very simple. So I'm going to leave that video here. So if you liked this video, and you want to see more like it, then please do subscribe. I don't want to get into the percentages of it, but I do know that there's a lot of you that watch that aren't subscribed, so it would really mean a lot to me and very much help the channel if you did subscribe. And share this video to your friends, places, things, and the blah, blah, blah. But that is going to do it for this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Talk to you guys later. Bye!